whole crew, and you'll be more than welcome to snap a picture of that. I mean, you can take pictures during also. I actually did my hair this morning. I was trying to get Mrs. Talasky to do it, but after the pickle costume yesterday, my hair really had some problems that did not help me. So, all right. Well, we would like to take a few seconds to thank some very important people that helped us make our Spotlight Breakfast awesome today. A big thank you to the Thumb Bacon Trust for sponsoring this event. For our food service ladies that have prepared breakfast, and it was delicious. I'll have some later. For the teachers that nominated the students, to Mrs. Esch, who helps keep us all organized. She does all of the behind-the-scenes work on this and making all the certificates. We've got Mr. LaFave reporting us today so that we can, show up for those people that weren't here to celebrate with us. And a big thank you to all of the families, parents, grandparents, and friends that helped make these kids just amazing kids, and they help everything from homework to sports to just teaching them how to be good friends and great people. So a big round of applause to all of those people that have helped us out today. All right, at this time, the way we're going to do it is we're going to have all the DK and kindergarten students that got nominated. Mrs. Crone's over there waving at you. You're going to line up over there, starting with DK, and then the kindergarten kids right behind Brody. He's ready to roll over there. And then we'll do a grade level at a time. Any Bella and Jonathan over there? We'll get in line by Mrs. Crone. All right. We're going to start off with Brody Butcher. Come on up. That's a lot of pressure for the kids. Come up here. Okay, give a big round of applause. Here we go. All right. And this is from Mrs. Dom. I am nominating Brody for Spotlight Breakfast. He's a hard worker. He's willing to try hard tasks and give 100%. Brody is a happy and cheerful student. Brody has learned so much this school year already. Keep up the good work, Brody. From Mrs. Dom, a big round of applause. Back to Mom and Dad. All right, see, you did a great job. We make the youngest ones go first. That's a lot of pressure. All right, Zachary McLean. I'd like to trick Mrs. Crone. It is a pleasure to have Zachary be part of my class. He has a caring heart, which he uses to help his classmates. He's the first to run and help his peers with work or clean up a spill. Zachary has been a great role model to his peers by modeling classroom expectations. He models how to stand in line quietly, how to sit on the carpet, and models great listening skills. Zachary started the year unlike any other. He started school in a cast. And in a wheelchair at one point. I don't know, that maybe says this, but we had a rocky road at the beginning, didn't we, Zachary? Although he was not able to run and play like his classmates, Zachary kept a positive attitude. He has persevered through it all. I cannot wait to see what the rest of the year holds. I'm very proud of Zachary. Keep up the fantastic work from Miss Vibrance. All right. Callie Goldthum. Callie is a joy to have in class. She is kind, caring, and empathetic towards her fellow classmates. She has been very helpful around the classroom. Callie's always lending a hand to her peers, especially when it comes to shoe tying. She is our official shoe tying expert. Callie is the first to follow all classroom expectations, then when told the first time. She does her best to encourage those around her to fix themselves. She's one of the many great role models in my class. Callie has excelled academically and always works to be her very best. Very proud of you, Callie. I know the rest of the years hold many more great things for you. Keep up the fantastic work. That's Miss Simon. Ezekiel Nuncio. Ezekiel is the hardest working student that I know. He always tries his best to do all that he does. I've enjoyed watching him grow so far this year and surpassing goals daily. I'm so proud of all the leaps and bounds he has made and cannot wait to see all that he achieves throughout the year. Ezekiel is also an excellent student. He is kind and considerate to others. He's always doing the right thing. Ezekiel strives to be the best student that he can possibly be. Keep up the great work, Ezekiel. I am beyond proud of you, from Mrs. Korolewski. Isabella Colaz. You like this MSU shirt she's got on today, too. Very good. All right, Isabella is a wonderful and helpful student that comes to school every day with a smile on her face. She is always offering to lend a helping hand to everyone around her, no matter what it is. Her peers know that they can count on her for guidance and encouragement. She always does the right thing and leads by example. Isabella is also a very hardworking and dedicated student that works really hard to master new tasks. She's always looking for the next challenge. I see great things happening in her future. Keep up the great work, Isabella. I'm very proud of you, from Mrs. Korolewski. And while we're getting to the last of the kinders, we can get the first graders lining up over there by Mrs. Crone. And we've got Hadley Reynolds. Hadley is a very responsible student in the classroom. She always follows directions and helps her peers follow them too. Hadley is very self-efficient and is a complete joy to have in the classroom. She's also a very good classmate. She helps her classmates when they need it, and they know she is someone that they can always rely on. She's a natural-born leader. Hadley also works very hard academically. She has made a ton of progress this year, and I'm looking forward to see all that she will do throughout the rest of the school year. I'm so proud of you, Hadley. Keep up the good work from Miss Simpson. Donovan Carl. Donovan is a very polite young man. He is always the first student to say please and thank you, as well as positively encouraging things to say to his classmates. Donovan follows all directions and rules without any hesitation and reminds his peers to do the same. Donovan is a great friend to all of his classmates and listens respectfully to anyone who is talking. He's also making great academic progress this far. He tries his best in all that he does and really works hard every single day in class. I'm extremely proud of the accomplishments you have made, Donovan. Keep it up, from Miss Simpson. Great. Got our first graders. We're going to start with James Allen. James is a hard worker in the classroom. He keeps working until the given task is completed. He takes his time, and the work he completes is done neatly. James is eager to learn and participate in class activities and discussions. James has been putting forth great effort this year to make good choices and to be a good friend. He's willing to share when asked and gives encouragement to his classmates. James is is a kind and caring student, and I am so happy to have James in my class. Keep up the hard work and good decision-making, James, from Mrs. Hicks. Reagan Rogers. Reagan is a very lovable student who is excited about learning in all things first grade. She is kind to her classmates and is eager to help them and her teacher. Reagan has a great sense of humor and is good at making all of us laugh. She is quick to raise her hand and participate in class learning and discussions. Reagan is a kind and good friend, and I'm so excited to have Reagan in my class this year. Keep up the good work and the awesome behaviors from Miss Hicks. Michael Burkett. Michael is always such a good example in our classroom. He listens and follows directions quickly. Michael loves to participate in class discussions and is always on task. I am so happy to have him in our class this year, and you can tell he literally smiles like this all the time, so he's just a happy guy. So keep up the amazing work, Michael, from Mrs. Parker. Emma Yarber. Is such a fantastic example in our class. She is attentive and always follows directions. Emma is always so kind to her classmates and helps when she sees someone in need. Thanks for being such an awesome kid. We are so happy to have you in our classroom from Mrs. Parker. So we can have second grade line up behind the first graders over there. And then we'll call Cannon Butcher up here. Cannon is a spotlight student by being a friend to everyone in the class, and he's willing to help whenever it's needed. He comes in with a huge smile. Yep, that's the one on his face, and he is ready to take on the day in first grade. He has a can-do attitude and encourages others to take a chance at new skills. Congratulations, Cannon, from Miss Papa. Natalie Mosner. Natalie has shown that she is responsible and willing to help others whenever it is needed. She always comes ready to learn and has a great attitude when walking into the classroom. She is such a huge asset to our classroom. Congratulations, Natalie, from Miss Papa. All right, Nita Buchholz. Nita needs to stop growing. She's almost taller than me. Nina has started the year off on a good note. She's working hard in class and is putting in good effort when completing her work. She's working well with her classmates and is on her way to complete her AR goal. Keep working hard, Nina. Great job from Mrs. Fritz. Adam Peasley. Adam is a hard worker. He is polite and does what is asked of him. He's doing great at meeting his AR goal this marking period. You probably already met it. No? All right. Oh, that was last marking period. He is friendly with his classmates and participates in class discussions. He's a great leader in the classroom. Keep up the great work, Adam, from Mrs. Fritz. Nora Jervis. I would like to spotlight Nora for being an outstanding student. Nora puts so much everyone. I am proud of how well Nora is doing in all subjects. I'm especially excited about the interest that Nora is taking in social studies. I love the different historical facts that she has looked up and brought to me. I hope that Nora continues to shine bright, because she is an amazing Laker leader from Mrs. Gordon. Chandler LaFave. I would like to spotlight Chandler LaFave for being a wonderful student. Chandler also tries his hardest to do his best work. I like how Chandler shows leadership skills by encouraging his classmates when they need help or they need a friend. I really like the interest that Chandler has taken in reading. Chandler has read many interesting sports books. I also like the interest that Chandler has taken in math. I hope that Chandler continues to keep up the excellent work. Great job, Chandler, from Mrs. Gordon. Callie Ellenbaum. Callie is such a hard worker at school. She brings a smile to school every day that is contagious. She's always willing to lend a helping hand to a friend in need. Callie tries her best and keeps going with a positive attitude. She's a Laker leader, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things she will accomplish this year and beyond. Congratulations from Mrs. Riley. Cooper McIntosh. And Mrs. Crow was taking care of me. Cooper, she got the third graders over there for me. Cooper comes to school every day ready to attack the day. His upbeat attitude and desire to learn new things excites our classroom. He enjoys reading, and I often find him trying to sneak in one last page. Cooper is always willing to contribute to classroom investigations and has insightful comments in classroom conversations. Keep up the great work, Cooper, from Mrs. Riley. Anna Hay. Anna has always come to school with a positive attitude. Every morning, she walks in with a smile on her face and tries to sneak past me. She is very soft-spoken but very attentive. She loves to read and excels at it. She is a girl that many call her friend and is a friend back. She is helpful, respectful, and very responsible. Keep working hard, Anna, to achieve your dreams. Great job from Mrs. Galahovich. Alvin Burrell. Calvin is a very soft-spoken individual, but once you get to know him, you can't help but want to be his friend. He doesn't like to be the center of attention, but he is always there to help out when he can. He has the most awesome smile that brightens his face and the room. Calvin is a hard-working young man and a great friend to his peers. He is a person that I can count on to help anyone with anything. He asks questions and strives to do better. He is respectful and responsible. Keep up the good work, Calvin, and reach for the stars from Mrs. Galahovich. Marshall Bowers. Marshall is one hard worker. He gives everything 100% and doesn't quit if things are a challenge. He is a deep thinker and makes awesome connections during discussion time. He's a very good friend to all and helps make sure that no one is left out. I appreciate his contributions to the classroom, and I am so proud of the third grader that he is. Keep up the great work from Mrs. McIntosh. Hunter McKelvin. Hunter is a great student. He is kind, respectful, helpful, and responsible. I appreciate the way he leads the class by modeling appropriate behavior. He works hard in all he does and has so much to add. Hunter does a nice job of including others and is quick to grab someone that he sees is left out. I'm so thankful that Hunter is in my class this year. Keep up the good work from Mrs. McIntosh. Alina Putman. I am nominating Alina for Spotlight Student. She always comes prepared to learn. She's always committed to doing her very best. Alina is very responsible and respectful towards her teachers and her classmates. She's very willing to help out whenever is needed. She's always smiling and extremely kind to her classmates. Alina is a great role model. We are excited to have you here at Lakers. Keep up the good work from Miss Ruffley. Gina Putman. I am nominating Gia for Spotlight Student. Gia is new to Lakers this year, and we are so glad she is here. She is such a kind and helpful student. She's very thoughtful and is always asking if there's anything I need her to do. Gia puts forth a lot of effort. She comes to school ready to learn and tries her hardest at all of the subjects. I enjoy having her in my class this year. Keep up the great work, Gia, from Miss Ruffley. Allie Jackson. Ellie probably wants to mention that it's her mom's birthday. Right. And she's truly worried about, her celebrating her mom, so I love that. I recommend Ellie for student spotlight for many reasons. Ellie is a very hard worker and always gives her best. She asks great questions and is a wonderful participant in classroom discussions. When the opportunity to help someone arises, Ellie jumps in without even needing to be asked. She's very kind and sincere to her classmates and does a great job showing empathy to those around her. Ellie always has a cheerful and positive attitude that rubs off on her classmates. Her love for learning is contagious. Keep smiling and being the great example you are, Ellie. From Mrs. Orlick. Joel Buchholz. Joel is a joy to have in class. Joel is dedicated to his education and demonstrates this by his hard work and participation. He's a very motivated leader and is always ready for a challenge. His eagerness to take on these challenges is a quality that will take him far in life. Joel is a wonderful friend to others and sets a great example to those around him. He's always ready and willing to help a fellow classmate in need. Joel is an amazing leader who leads not just by his words, but by his actions. Thank you for being a great example of a Spotlight student. Keep up the great work, Joel, from Mrs. Orlick. Peyton Bruce. Peyton is a great person to pick for Spotlight student for so many reasons. She has a great attitude towards school, her teachers, and her classmates. This makes her such an easy and fun person to get along with. She always puts forth her best effort into her schoolwork and is always willing to lend a helping hand to a classmate or to me. Because of all of her wonderful characteristics, Peyton is a valuable member of our class and school. Keep up the wonderful work from Mrs. Pike. Graham Higgins. I choose Graham for my Spotlight student for many reasons. There are so many wonderful things I can say about him, but here are just a few of his great characteristics. Graham has a great attitude towards learning and always does exceptional work. In fact, he has doubled his AR goal already, and I'm so proud of him. He cooperates all the time with me, his other teachers, and his fellow students. He's well liked by his classmates, and is hardworking and respectful, and I appreciate that. Keep up the great work, Brent, from Mrs. Pike. Henry McAlpin. It is a pleasure to nominate Henry McAlpin for first marking period spotlight student. Henry works hard on everything he does. His efforts and great attitude are contagious. He is conscientious about getting his work done completely and on time. He asks questions if he is unsure, and he is willing to lend a hand when others are in need. For all those reasons and more, Henry is an excellent example of a Lakeford Spotlight student. Keep up the great work, Henry, from Mrs. Post. Addison Pulaski. It is with great pleasure that I recommend Addison Pulaski for Spotlight student. Addison is a terrific example of what an excellent student, friend, and role model should be. She always works hard and is willing to help others. She shows care and empathy when teaching other students what she has learned. Her smile and positive attitude make her classmates feel comfortable, and they often seek her out for help. Thank you, Addison, for all that you do and for being an all-around great student. Keeping you from Mrs. Post. All right, our fifth graders, Kaden Lisowski. Kaden is a great student. She works hard, cares for others, and does the right thing when nobody is watching. I can always count on Kaden to be a responsible, understanding student in class. She helps others around her, including myself. She's such a positive person, and I'm proud of her to have her in my class. Keep up the great work, Kaden, from Mr. Estelle. Aubrey. And Aubrey is going to yell at me because I'm going to mess up Kaboski. Yes. All right. Say goodbye. Aubrey is a great student that is always helpful. She can be trusted at all times and responsible enough to help out with jobs throughout the school. She's recognized as a role model for the younger students as well. I'm so proud of Aubrey and am glad she's in my class. Keep up the great work, Aubrey, from Mr. Estelle. Austin Zarkey. I'd like to thank Austin for letting me borrow his pickle outfit yesterday. So, I'm very proud to nominate Austin Zarkey for marking period 1 spotlight student. Austin displays a great amount of maturity and self-direction on a daily basis. I can count on Austin to be on task and helpful to peers around him. Austin has taken on the responsibility of helping monitor the first and second grade hallway in the morning. Austin is able to balance all of his schoolwork and athletics like a pro. I can't believe how deep Austin's level of thinking and understanding goes, and he will undoubtedly achieve great success in the future. Austin, you are an incredible student, peer to your classmates, and all-around leader. Keep up the awesome work from Mrs. Jurgis. Eloise Yurkovich. I am so pleased to nominate Eloise Yurkovich for marking period 1 spotlight student. Eloise has the most sunny and happy disposition and personality, and that really is true, she does. She is always working hard on her schoolwork and is on task. Eloise is also always willing to help out anyone who may need help. Eloise loves to share good news and helps around the classroom any chance she gets. A lot of students surround Eloise on a daily basis because she is so kind and thoughtful. Eloise, you are rocking 5th grade. Keep it up. I'm so proud of you. From Mrs. Jurgis. Riley Sears. She excels in school, academics, and building her learning community. While she never insists on having the spotlight, she deserves to be in the spotlight for her many contributions to Laker Elementary. These contributions include being willing to help on Custodian Appreciation Day, serving as a kindergarten helper, and being willing to fill in and help in any role asked of her. Riley is like a good free safety. This must be a football term, right? In football, and has the versatility to play many different roles to make the overall team stronger. My classroom would definitely be a weaker team without Riley. Congratulations, nice work, Riley, from Mr. Kirkholm. And last but not least, Silas Mullen. I think I wore heels today. Silas often sets the pace for his classmates. They look up to him and look to him for assistance, which he provides willingly. Silas is an excellent teammate and a good friend to those around him. He's never shy about speaking out and sticking up for those who find themselves at a disadvantage. He's a lively and articulate addition to any classroom discussion, and often is able to discuss things in ways that help his classmates grow. Silas is dependable and can be counted on to assist with many different roles at the elementary. He gives of his time by helping the kindergartners, helping clean the cafeteria on Custodian Appreciation Day, and helps in many other ways. Silas has a way of making school better for everyone. It's difficult to be bored or discouraged around Silas. He has a way of lifting everyone up that makes them reach their potential. Thanks, Silas, from Mr. Kirkland. All right, let's give these great kiddos one more big round of applause. Can you believe all the amazing kids we had and all the great things we've heard? So thank you so much for coming to our Spotlight Student for First Marking Period. We'd love to get a great picture of the kiddos up here, maybe some in front and some standing and sitting up here. So we'll get all